Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Everyday Words podcast, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Sarah.
Hello, Sarah. And hello to all our wonderful listeners at home, in the car, or maybe walking in the park today. I am so excited for this episode because we are tackling one of the biggest challenges for every language learner.
We certainly are, Mark. Today, we are talking about beginner English conversations and, most importantly, how to speak confidently every single day.
Confidence is so hard to find. Many of our listeners tell us they feel fine when they are reading a textbook, but the moment they have to open their mouths and speak to a real person, they completely freeze. It feels like having a little translator in your brain who is very slow and always tired.
Exactly. It feels like your brain is a very old computer trying to process too much information at once. But today, we want to show you that saying goodbye to that tired little translator is completely possible. We are going to share step-by-step habits to build your speaking confidence. And I have a very special secret trick today. It is a tiny secret that native speakers use all the time when they completely forget a word. And it will keep your conversation flowing without any stress. But I will not share this special tip until the end of our episode, so please stay with us to hear it.
A secret trick to keep speaking even when you forget the word? I definitely need that. Sometimes my mind goes totally blank. I will eagerly wait for the end of the episode. So Sarah, where do we start? How do we build this daily confidence? Do we need to memorize a giant dictionary?
Oh, please don't do that. Reading a dictionary sounds incredibly boring. The very first step to speaking confidently is to start very, very small, inside your own house. You need to start narrating your daily life out loud.
Narrating my life? Like a movie announcer?
Yes! When you are in the kitchen in the morning, don't just think about your breakfast in your native language. Talk to yourself in English. You can say, I am making coffee. The water is hot. I need a spoon. Just simple, everyday actions.
My family might think I am going a little crazy if I start talking to my coffee cup, Sarah.
Let them think that, Mark. When you do this, you are building a direct bridge between your eyes and your mouth. There is no middleman allowed. You are training your brain to see English as a real tool for your daily life, not just a difficult school subject.
I like that idea. Building a bridge. It makes sense because if I look at my keys and say keys out loud every morning, the word will just pop up naturally when I actually need to find them.
Exactly. And once you feel comfortable talking to yourself at home, you can take step 2. Step 2 is playing the what if game when you are out in the world.
The what if game? How do you play that? Is it a game on my phone?
No phone required. Imagine you are waiting for the bus or standing in line at the supermarket. Look at the people around you and imagine a small conversation in English. For example, if you see a man with a dog, you think to yourself, what if I ask him about his dog? I can say, the dog is very cute. What is its name? Wow, that is a very smart idea. It's like a mental rehearsal for a play. If I actually meet someone with a cute dog later, I'm already prepared to speak because I practiced the exact words in my head. Yes! You are teaching your brain to constantly look for English in your real environment. It turns speaking into a fun game instead of a stressful test.
Speaking of fun games, we have a small task for our amazing listeners today before we move on to our next big tip.
We really do. If you are enjoying this conversation and learning how to speak with more confidence, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Everyday Words podcast. It helps us so much to share these lessons with friends all over the world.
Yes, please do. And if you are still listening right now, we want you to comment the word confident in the comments below. Just one single word, confident.
It shows us that you are practicing your English and focusing on our talk today. We absolutely love reading your comments. They make our day.
They really do.
Okay, Sarah, so we are narrating our lives at home and we are playing the what if game at the bus stop, but eventually we have to actually open our mouths and talk to a stranger. That fear is still there. How do we push past it?
We have to remember a very powerful rule, Mark. Action creates motivation. Motivation does not create action.
Action creates motivation? That is deep. Usually, I wait until I feel motivated and brave before I try to speak English.
That is a trap that keeps many learners stuck. If you wait for
Hello,
the perfect
everyone, and
mood
welcome
or for a
back to
date
the
when you feel
Everyday
completely
Words
fearless,
podcast, where
you
learning
might wait
English is
forever.
easy
You
and
have
fun.
to stand up,
I'm Sarah.
be brave,
Hello,
and just
Sarah,
say hello
and
to the
hello to
cashier at
all
the
our
supermarket.
listeners. I
You
am
do the
very
action
excited
first,
today, but
and then
also
the
a little bit
confident feeling
nervous.
comes after.
I
Nervous?
see.
Why
But
are you
what
nervous,
if I
Mark?
make a massive
Because
mistake?
today we are
What if I
talking
look
about
silly?
meeting new people
Mistakes
and
are just
introducing
funny
ourselves.
stories
It is
for
the
later,
scariest
Mark.
part of learning a new language.
Let me tell you a story
When
about a
someone
friend of
says,
mine who
"Tell
moved
me
to a
about
new
yourself,"
country.
my
He
brain
went to the
goes
supermarket
completely
and he
blank.
couldn't find the
That
eggs.
is very
He didn't know
normal.
the word for
So
egg in the
let's
new
start with
language.
the
So he
absolute
walked up to a
basics.
woman and
You
asked,
meet someone at a
"Excuse me,
party or a
where
cafe.
are the
What
chicken
is the
circles?"
very first thing you say?
The
Well,
chicken
I
circles?
smile
Oh
and
my
say,
goodness, that
"Hello,
is so
my
funny.
name is Mark."
Did the woman
Perfect.
understand him?
My
She
name
laughed
is,
a little
or
bit, but
I
then
am
she made a
are
shape
both
like an
great.
egg with her hands
and
showed him
people usually
exactly where
ask
they
where you
were.
are from.
You see,
That is
perfect
true.
grammar does not
always say,
matter.
"I
He
am
used the
from,"
simple words
and then
he
my
had,
country.
and he was
what
understood.
if I live
That is a
in a different
massive
city now?
victory.
That
Communication
is
is
a
about
question.
connecting.
You can
not
say,
passing a grammar
That is
test.
a very common mix-up.
Chicken
What
circles.
are you doing?
I will
means
remember that
right now,
forever.
in this second.
It proves that you don't
But
need a
what
huge
do you
vocabulary
do
to survive.
means what is your job?
But Sarah,
Yes.
that actually reminds
and
me.
sometimes
You promised a
explaining your
secret
job in
trick
English
at the beginning
is
of the
very
episode?
hard.
A
Sometimes
secret
we
for when
have
you
very
completely
long,
forget a
difficult
word
job
during a
titles.
conversation.
Here's a tip for that.
Yes, I
Keep
almost
it
forgot my
simple.
special tip.
You don't need to
Are you ready for
translate
it now?
a complicated
I
title.
am very ready.
Just use the
my
word
ears are
in.
open and my
You can
notebook is
say,
ready.
I work in a
What
hospital.
is the
Or
secret?
I work in
Okay,
marketing.
Here it is.
Or
When
I
you
work
are
in a
talking
school.
to someone and your
Wow,
brain
I
suddenly
work in
forgets a
marketing.
specific word,
That is much
do
easier
not
than saying,
panic, and
"I
do
am the
not try to
senior
translate
assistant
it from
director
your
of
native
digital
language.
sales."
Instead,
Yes.
use
No one
the
wants to hear a
description
long
trick.
title at a
The
party anyway.
description
They
trick?
just want to get
How
to
does
know
that
you.
work? If you
Communication
forget the
is
word
not
for
just about
refrigerator,
perfect grammar.
don't stand
It is
there
about
feeling
being
stressed.
understood.
Just use the
Speaking of
simple
getting to know
English words you
people,
already
we
know
love
to
getting to know
describe what the
Next
object does.
is the fun part.
You can say,
hobbies and free
the
time.
cold box in
This
the
is how
kitchen
you
for
make
the food.
real friends. People will
Wow.
ask,
The
what do you like to
cold
do in your
box
free
for the
time?
food.
This is where
Anyone
I use
would
the
understand
simple tricks.
exactly what you mean.
I can just say, "I like
Yes.
cooking,"
Or if you forget
"I
the
like
word for
watching movies."
hairbrush, you just use your
Exactly.
hands and
You
say,
can use
the thing
I
you
like
use to fix your
or
hair.
I enjoy.
This is exactly what
enjoy
native
playing
speakers do when
soccer,
we forget a
or
word.
I
We don't
enjoy reading
freeze.
books.
We just
It is
become
positive,
conversation explorers.
simple, and it starts a great conversation.
Explorer. But Sarah,
I love that.
what happens if I
all
talk
the
about my
pressure away,
hobbies? I don't
and
need to
then
be
my
a walking
English brain
dictionary.
feels
If I don't know the exact word,
Sometimes my brain
I
is
can just
tired
be
from
creative
translating
and
everything.
describe it. What if I don't know
Perfectly
what to say
said,
next?
Mark.
And
You just
wait,
use
that
what you
reminds me.
have to
You
get what you
promised a
need.
secret trick at
That
the beginning
is
of the
true
episode.
confidence.
Oh, yes,
Well,
I almost
time
forgot.
flies when we
I
are having
promised
fun.
a secret
I
tip
think
at
it
the
is time to
end
say
of the
goodbye
episode.
for today. Are you ready for it now?
really does go fast.
I am very
Thank you,
ready.
everyone, for
My
listening
ears
and
are open,
practicing your
and I
confident
have my
English with us
notebook.
today.
What is
Before
the
you go,
secret to take
we
the
want
pressure
to hear
off?
from you.
Okay,
Here
please
it
leave
is.
a comment for
It
us
is called
and
the
practice the
what about
description
you
trick.
Think of a common object in
what
your house,
about-
but don't tell us its
Exactly.
name.
People
Just
love
describe
talking
it in
about
simple
themselves
English and let
by
us
asking,
guess what it
what
is.
about you?
Oh,
You
that
make them
sounds like
feel
a super
special.
fun game.
You keep
I
the
wanna read
conversation
all of those
going,
descriptions.
and your
And
brain
remember to
gets
give
a
this
break
video a
from
big
speaking
like
English.
And subscribe
You
to
get
the
to just
Everyday Words
listen
podcast
and relax.
so you don't miss our next chat. That is
Share
brilliant,
this episode
Sarah.
with your family
It
and
makes you a
friends who
great
want to speak more
conversationalist
confidently
without
too.
needing a
Let's
massive
keep
dictionary.
growing our English learning
What
family
about you?
together.
It is so
Thank you
simple,
all
but
so
it takes
much.
all the
We will see you
anxiety
in the
away.
next episode.
Perfectly
Until next
said,
time,
Mark.
Keep practicing
Well,
and stay
time
brave.
flies when we are having
Bye for
fun.
now.
I